you guys. Thanks so much for being here. If you've never seen my face before in your life, I am Tandra, also known as Thriller Mom. You can find me all over the big old interwebs. But I'm coming to you today with my first ever get to know me, video, all this stuff that you see these other people doing on YouTube. So what I did, I went online, I found a bunch of questions. These are like random questions. I didn't choose, any of these. It's just on a website, if you can see that. I'm going to get right to it, but before I do, let me just apologize to you guys for any distractions or interruptions I may have. I have 2 kids running around. I'm also visiting family, so I can't control the outside noise, but I just wanted to come to you with a new video, something I've never done before. So let's get started. First question. Are you named after anyone? I know that my middle name is from a news anchor. I think my mom told me my middle name is Batista with a V, and my mom named me after her. Her name was Batista with a B, so you have to ask my mom how all that went together, but I know that for a fact. When was the last time you cried? I don't remember the last time I cried. It was not long ago. I know it was probably last week. I cry whenever I need to. I don't have a problem with crying. I feel it's a way to release things. Sometimes your soul just needs to open up and you have to release things. Or, sometimes if I'm stressed or upset, I'll cry. I don't have a problem with crying. Do you have kids? I have 2 beautiful girls. Hopefully, if you're following us as far as our daily vlogs or family vlogs, you see my 2 girls. I have a 3-year-old whose name is Vivia, and I have a 9-year-old. Her name is Alora. If you were another person, would you be a friend of yourself? Of course. I like me. Of course I'd be friends with myself. I think I'm a good friend. I'm a loyal friend. The only thing I will say about myself is I need to keep in contact with people better. Like, if you're not in my everyday 24-hour situation, my, daily routine, I have a hard time with the phone calls and all that. I do. I'm not even going to lie. I'm admitting it. That's me. I require forgiveness in the area and understanding. Okay. Number 6. What's the first thing you notice about people? I notice people's energy. Meaning, their body language, the vibes that I get from them. I'm very intuitive, and, I just notice that. I notice if I'm welcome into their space, if I'm not, if someone, it goes from your body language to their facial expressions and anything like that. So that is the very first thing I usually notice about a person if we are interacting. Now, if someone is, just walking or whatever, I'll notice what they have on, or if they're smiling, just, that type of thing. The typical stuff that you notice. All right, come on, phone. What is your eye color? Brown. Can y'all see that? My eyes are probably all yellow and red because I'm tired, but my eyes are brown. Scary movie or happy endings? Definitely happy endings. I don't do scary movies too much anymore. I'm telling you, I grew up on scary movies. Scary movies used to be my thing when I was like 5 or 6. You know how some people are afraid, most kids are afraid of scary movies. I thrived off of them. Cartoons, horror films, love them. I really don't know what changed or when I changed. It's just that I do like horror films. I'm just not really into like paranormal stuff anymore. I don't really like that. I just don't have that urge to watch them. It just has to be in a mood. And if I'm with Johnny, my other half, then I'll cuddle up next to him and do this. If the scary part comes on, I know you do that too. You like hide your face, like that's actually gonna keep you from seeing what's on the screen. But what is the point in doing this? Like, you really can't see. Are you sitting there like that? Look, you can see my eye right here. I'm still looking. I don't really know what the point is, but happy endings, that's my thing. Favorite smells? It's kind of a dumb question to me. I know people have favorite smells, like maybe citrus or sweet smells. Okay, I love the smell of coffee in the morning. I love, I can say I love citrusy body sprays or perfumes. I don't really like things that smell too sweet on me, on my skin. Of course, now I love the smell of something like brownies baking or, you know, apple turnovers and things like that. But that's the only way I can think to answer that question. What's the furthest you've ever been from home? Mexico. I've been to Mexico, and I'm really surprised that I really haven't did too much international travel, but I am working right now to change that. Travel, it's my heart. Besides writing, travel is my passion, so I'm really trying to up the ante in that area. Do you have any special talents? Special talents? I don't really think I have any special talents. I think I'm a pretty decent writer. I need to work on my grammar, and you know, you always need to refresh and do better with whatever skill or talent you think you have. I make people laugh pretty easily, especially if you're in my presence. I don't know if that's a talent, but it's just something I do. I enjoy making people laugh. Laughter is good for the soul. I laugh at a lot of stuff. I have a pretty morbid sense of humor. I laugh when I'm not supposed to. I laugh pretty easily, so yeah, that. Where were you born? I was born in North Carolina, in Durham, North Carolina. Duke Hospital, as far as I know, Duke Hospital. What are your hobbies? I really don't like to consider writing a hobby, although I do it for fun. So I guess, and sometimes it is a hobby. I love fitness. I love to get recipe books and work my way through them when it comes to cooking things. I'm not one of those people who can just, you know, always throw something together. Really creative dishes off the top of my head. So I love to get recipe books and just work my way through them. What else? I can't think right now. But those are some things I like to do. If I think of something else, I'll come back to that. Do you have any pets? Heck to the no. No pets. I have 2 kids. That's enough. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have an adopted brother. I have a birth sister and brother, and I have a best friend who I consider my sister. What do you want to be when you grow up? I'm already grown up, I think. And writing is what I love to do. So I have been for the past couple of years really trying to monetize that and make it my career from here on out. So writing is it for me. Who was your best friend? The very first best friend, this says was. So my very first best friend was my cousin. I have a cousin, Christy. She was my best friend. Growing up, we were together all the time. We did everything together, so I always consider her my first best friend. How tall are you? I am 5'3" with a little sprinkle of goodness on the top. Funniest moment throughout school. As far as me doing something funny, I don't really remember anything like that, but I can say that I always remember this moment. I had a friend in my math class. His name was Earl, and if he ever watches this, I hope he remembers what I'm talking about. But I'll never forget, because we sat beside each other. We had a male math teacher, and like he's sitting in the desk here and he's going to sleep. And so the teacher walks around and puts his hands on his shoulders really fast, and like he was down on the desk. So he sat up, and he scared him so bad that tears shot out his eye, like the side of his eyes. I cracked up. That to this day, if I still think about that, it still gets me laughing so hard. That was the funniest thing ever to me. Let's see. There are 25 questions here, and I just hit number 19. Okay, I'm on 20. How many countries have you visited? Just one, unfortunately. But that passport will hopefully be filling up pretty soon. What was your favorite or worst subject in high school? I can't say I've ever had a worst subject. The subject I scored worst in was math. But I like math. Money is math. You gotta count it. But multiplied and everything else. But I had a bad experience in school with math in actually in ninth grade. I don't want to go into all the details, but that experience led to the rest of my struggles in math. So I'm just going to say that my favorite, I've always loved anything that has to do with reading and writing. So English, I loved sociology because I love to study people and behaviors. I didn't take a psychology course until I was in college. So yeah. High school, I think that was it for high school. I went to 2 different high schools, so I can't really remember, but I do know that those types of things, the ones I mentioned, have been my best and worst subjects. So I'm going to stay with that. What is your favorite drink, animal, and perfume? Favorite drink? I don't know that I have a favorite drink. Now that I'm older, either coffee, wine, or some other adult fruity beverage, margaritas from time to time. I love water because it's good for me, and I drink a lot of water when I can, when I remember to, and make myself. Favorite animal, I love felines, lions, tigers, my absolute favorite. Perfume, I don't have a favorite perfume. If it smells good, I wear it, but I don't have a favorite. What would you, or have you named your children? I already answered this, but I named my daughters. My first daughter's name is Alora, and my youngest daughter, her name is Vivia. There is a story behind these names, but I don't want this video to be extra long, so I won't go into that. I'm just going to answer the question. What sports do you play or have you played? I do not play any sports now, but I have played softball, basketball, and I ran track. Track was my favorite, then basketball. Did not like softball, do not like it to this day, but I did play for 1 summer. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? My favorite YouTubers. I mean, I have a lot of them. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean to have a blank stare, but okay. The Daily Davidsons, I really love them. Gabe Babe TV. Bailey Living, I really love that channel. Sunny, I cannot think of her name, and I apologize if she ever watches this, but she goes into the business side of everything. She teaches you a lot of how-to when it comes to your online business, your YouTube channel. She's just very resourceful, and I like her. I love Natural 85 Whitney. She is all about, I used to watch all of her vlogs, like her daily living vlogs, but I do love her natural hair stuff. She's like the guru of all, you know, natural hair stuff. So I like her. I'm trying to think of people I watch every day, or I try to watch every day. Those are like the main people I watch, and I can't say I watch them every single day, but I watch them as often as I can because I just enjoy their content. How many boyfriends have you had? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, right. I've had not that many. I'm not sitting here counting all these people. I'll say about 4 or 5 actual boyfriends. Now, I've been out on dates and stuff, but boyfriends only like 4 or 5. I was never one of those, you know, oh, I got a boyfriend, and if I broke up with him, go to another person. It took me a long time to really get into the whole boyfriend thing. I thought boys were nasty when I was younger. It was I know this sounds crazy, but I did. I was just not into that whole thing. And then I had friends who were like getting pregnant and just had all these bad experiences with guys. I was never in a rush, so I didn't have it. Favorite memory from childhood? I don't have a favorite memory. Any of my best memories have always involved being with when I was a little girl, being with my parents, my cousins, anything that had to do with having fun or traveling, with my grandparents. You know, that's what I remember. And playing outside with my cousin that I told you about earlier. We were outside from sun up to sundown doing everything we were not supposed to do. And it was just, I had the best childhood. Of course, there were some things that, you know, some hardships along the way, but who doesn't have those type of memories? I mean, you have something that you remember that made you sad, but I can't say I had a bad childhood. I enjoyed my childhood. How would you describe your fashion sense? Now, casual. Casual, comfy. I am starting to dress up a little bit more. Earrings, big earrings are my absolute favorite thing in the world, although I love all types of earrings. So if you ever want to gift me with anything, big earrings, they do it, and it doesn't matter how much they cost. I get them from the dollar store, beauty supply store, department stores. Does not matter, as long as they're earrings. And the more colorful, the better, although I prefer silver over anything else. As far as clothing, I describe my style as more bohemian, now mommy type wear, if that is a thing. It has to be comfortable. I have a 3-year-old and a 9-year-old, and I'm constantly doing things. So you won't see me walking around in heels every day, although that's what I did throughout my 20s. Every single day I wore heels unless I was working out. And now I can barely wear them for an hour. So you'll see me in flats. I need to wear shoes with wedges because I have tendonitis, like this muscle in the back of my leg and my calf. I developed that when I was pregnant with my 2nd child. So I need to be wearing wedges even though I haven't. I need to be doing that based on what the podiatrist told me. So I'm trying to get better in that sense. But you know, I'm gonna be doing more Instagram pictures as far as like outfits of the day or just full body shots. So if you don't see me wearing wedges, get on me about that. And you can find me on Instagram and all over as Thriller Mom. And if you go to my website, thrillermom.com, you will get the meaning of Thriller Mom, because I know you're saying, what the heck is a Thriller Mom? But you'll understand the story behind it if you go to my website. And those links are listed on my YouTube channel down below in the descriptions, and you know, just the page, the whole channel description, you'll find that, or I'll try to put a link in the description box of this video. And why I keep doing that? Sorry, y'all. Okay, last 2 questions. What phone do you have? I have an Android, have never owned an iPhone, am not really, doesn't do anything for me. I've used other people's iPhones. Give me a phone. Phone that works, takes pictures, gives me the downloads I need, the apps I need. I'm good. If you have an iPhone and you love it, that's great. More power to you. I'm cool with my Android. Tell us one of your bad habits. And I have plenty, but one would be procrastination. I procrastinate like a mofo. It is horrible. I'm not as bad as I used to be, but I do procrastinate a lot. And that is something I'm working on daily, always trying to improve, day in, day out, morning to night, always trying to improve. So that's my bad habit. But thank you guys for being here. That is it. That was 25 questions. Hopefully that was not too long. I will come back with another one. If you have certain questions you want me to answer, put them down in the comment section. And thank you guys for subscribing. If you have not, thank you for watching this video, however you got here. I appreciate you, love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye, and have a great Memorial weekend. Be safe. Bye, guys.